Scorpio, how you doing? Okay, so I see that there is possibly a Virgo that you're dealing with, or it could be your job or something that you've been dealing with since the end of August. Okay, I see that there's a situation dealing with that, and I feel like it has a lot to do with your career, or how you're balancing out work versus responsibilities, or responsibilities versus just being able to enjoy your lifestyle. Or it could also be that you want to have a career that fits your passion. So I see that that's something that you've been battling with, not necessarily battling, but you are reflecting on a lot of that, and you're really trying to see, like, what is the balance in all of this? How do I feel about the things that are going on in your life? So let's start off with this first card here. Okay, so we have temptation. Okay, so I'm seeing there's something that you deal with. It could be a person, it could be a lifestyle, it could be a substance. There's something, a cycle, a routine. There's something that you struggle with. Let's see what it is. Temptation, death. Okay, so this could be either something that's destructive or something that you do, because you are the death card in tarot. So it could be something that you do and you just know that it's not the best, or it could be self-destructive, or maybe it's something that it doesn't push you to do better, or maybe it makes you less productive, or maybe it makes you lazy, or whatever it is. It just seems like there's something here that is being presented to you at this time, and you have to really know if you're ready to say, I don't want to do that anymore, or I will not do that anymore, or I will not be with that person anymore, or I won't answer their phone call. Whatever it is that it's like, it may feel good or it may seem like it's the right thing to do, but over time you've noticed that it started to deteriorate who you are. That's what I'm talking about. So obviously it could be different for different people. It doesn't have to be as extreme as I'm making it sound, but from what I'm seeing, I do think it is something extreme, or it's something extreme in your life. Meaning it could just be that you have this terrible job that you hate, but instead of actually going to find something that you love, you just stick to that job. You know what I mean? So it can be different levels for different people. The reason why I do feel like it is something that's a little negative is because we have the sabotage card, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. So I think for a lot of you, it's a lifestyle thing. It's something that you probably shouldn't be doing, or it doesn't, there's a lot of risk involved with whatever this is. And here is the Mother of Water, which I feel like whatever this is, it provides you to be able to have what you want. So for example, you could be doing something that you get a lot of money for, but it's just not legal, or it's not something that you love to do. It could be anything. I don't want to make it too specific just because this is YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about. With the Mother of Water here, there is this energy of you finally being able to manifest what you desire. So I think even though this situation is being presented to you, Scorpio, there's a way for you to realize what's going on, and I feel like you are going to make the right decision. Okay, but this temptation is coming up because I feel like it's a test for you. So I mean, here's a heads up for it. There's a heads up. I think that you will make the right decision. Let's get some more information on what this could be, or how it's going to come about. There's an energy of magnetism that is very much so written all over your spread. There's this energy of you basically pulling in what you want, what you desire. You know what I mean? So that could come in good ways or bad ways. So I feel like the whole point of this time for you is to really figure out, where do you want to go in the future, and what steps you need to make in order to organize it to where you move towards whatever that is. Because I feel like you're in a situation where you're getting by, you're doing well, but there's something that keeps calling your name. There's something that keeps pulling you back, literally backwards. And I just feel like you know it, but there's something with the cycle. It's like it just keeps going, or you just can't stop thinking about it, or it's just too easy. It's there. It's always around. You can always go to it. So there's this energy of like, you need to learn how to work on your gratification, like delayed gratification. I feel like you just want things instantly, and I think that's why this is so tempting, whatever this is, because you need to be focused on something else, because you have so much more to offer. And I just feel like there's a lot of risk involved in whatever you're doing, or whatever you used to do. Okay, I feel like it's because some of you know that you can have what you want. Like maybe you're just really into like designer or something like that, and you know that you can have that, and you know that that can be a way for you to get everything, but like you're not supposed to be doing that. Or it could be for some of you, like, you know that you can be a wife, or you know that you can get married and settle down, but for some reason you don't want that lifestyle. It's something like that. I don't know what this is, because obviously this is for a lot of Scorpios, Scorpio sun, moon, and risings. So whatever this is, I feel like you're doing it because you feel like this can help you get to your goal faster. But I feel like the risk involved is detrimental to you. So that, and you know that. So it's really just about like, okay, you're going to get it, whatever you want, you're going to get it regardless, because you have the mother of water here. So whatever you want, you're going to get that. The problem is, how are you going to get it? Are you going to do what you know is not the best idea? Or are you going to do it another way that may take a little bit longer, or may take a little bit more effort? You understand what I'm saying? So that's the dilemma that you're going through here. Like I said, I do think you will make the right decision. I think that the situation, whether you like it or not, is going to kind of open your eyes to just how deep the situation goes for you. But it's also going to show you how strong you are, right? So I feel like for some of you, there's definitely something with career or job or something like that. Let's see. What is this Two of Wands? What is it that Scorpio wants to go towards? You want a whole new start. You want to start over. You want to start fresh. Okay. You want to be magnetic to your emotional desires. You want love. I feel like you want, it's almost like you just want something so beautiful and so simple, but for whatever reason it's so hard for you to have that. Even though it seems so simple to everyone else, it's really hard for you to have whatever that is. But you want that. You want to be like in a real loving, beautiful dynamic, I think, spiritually and emotionally. Some of you may want an Aries, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. But I feel like you want to start new. You want to start fresh. So I feel like this has a lot to do with cleansing your life, literally. Getting rid of toxic behaviors, toxic people, toxic lifestyles, toxic habits. And it's possible. And I think you've been doing that. I think it's just a matter of like reaffirming what your goal is, why you're doing this, reaffirming the why. Because like I said, whatever it is that you're running from or trying to stay away from, it's so easy to do. Like you know that. But it's what's hard is understanding that, yeah, that may be easy to do, but I'm gonna go do the other thing that I would prefer to do anyways. In the bigger picture, like, you would prefer to do the right thing. It's just the quote unquote bad thing, it's just so much easier. So it's kind of like you have this like good guy, bad guy, you know, on your shoulders. You have an angel and a devil. So Scorpio, which one are you gonna pick? You know what I mean? That's something that you're going through. I think what's important about this reading at this time for you is to realize that, because you know that you have the choice all the time. We always have a choice to do whatever you want to do. I think what's important and why this reading is forcing me to kind of tell you that you do have this temptation and devil energy here, is because it's reminding you that, yeah, you've been doing good, but that temptation never leaves. Like, you can still fall back at any time. And I think that's important for you, Scorpio, because I think because you're so accustomed to not being open with a lot of people, you go through these like issues by yourself a lot of times. And so for me to kind of confirm what you're going through, I think it'll help remind you, don't mess up, because just because nobody really knows what's going on behind the closed doors, you know what's going on, and Spirit knows. That's why I'm here telling you this issue that you're having. So just because you feel like you're hiding something, Spirit knows, and more than that, you know what's going on. It's going to affect you internally, which will translate into emotional and spiritual issues as well. So you don't want to do that to yourself, and you're doing really well, but there is a temptation that will come up, and you don't want to self-sabotage. Do not repeat the cycle, okay? Now this Two of Pentacles energy is coming up. Let's see the Lovers. Okay, so you have this constant like love-hate relationship with something. It could be your relationship as far as you know, your romantic life, or it could be like just the course of life itself. Like, do I go to this lifestyle or that lifestyle? We have the Chariot. So there is movement here. I see that when you finally figure out the steps on how to achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve, you're gonna take off like a rocket, okay? You're gonna go straight towards that. You just need to take the time to really separate what responsibilities you need to have and like what steps you need to take. Like, you have to make it practical. Like, I literally mean make a list on what needs to be your step, on what you need to do, research what you need to research on the matter. focus on what it takes in order to achieve whatever goal that you're trying to do. Once you do that, this situation is going to be so much bigger than all of your old problems. Like I promise you, you have the Lovers and the Chariot here. So there's a lot of movement waiting for you. You just need to get on the path to success, is basically what this is saying. So yeah, you have a lot of feelings about this. I think there's a lot of built up energy within you, and you need to release it by just doing it. Just go do the right thing, Scorpio. Do what's best for you. I'm going to be honest, because I'm getting this message. Some Scorpios will not make it through this. And I don't know exactly what level that means, but that's the message I'm getting. Some Scorpios will not make it through this test, will not pass this test, but you can be one of the ones who actually does. Okay? Because this is some major shit for some of you. For all of you, because it doesn't matter what this is in your life, it's big in your life. You know what I mean? So everyone will not pass this test that's being presented for Scorpios right now, but you can be the one who does. You can be of the few, of the many who make it through this. Because if you're watching videos like this, the chances are higher that you are trying to be a better you, that you realize the problems that you may have. Okay, so you can do this. I'm not here to baby you through it, but I just want you to be aware that Spirit is still watching. Just like you're kind of like in the back of your mind, your higher self is like watching you too. It doesn't mean that you should feel afraid like you can't do it, but just know like you're not in this by yourself, so you don't have to self-sabotage, because it's easier to do that. All right, so yeah, Scorpio, that's your reading. I hope that it gives you the confirmation to keep doing the right thing, to stay on track. Okay, and with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of you for doing so, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye, Scorpio.